I've done over $1 million in print-on-demand t-shirt sales this year, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I would do if I started over again from scratch. I'm sure you have a ton of questions going through your mind. If I were starting over again, would I choose print-on-demand? Would I choose to sell t-shirts again? Would I change my niche? Would I pick a new print provider? Would I still do a Shopify store, or should I move to Etsy? So let's get into answering these questions. The first thing that I would do if I were starting over completely from scratch would be building a solid foundation. This step may not be talked about by a lot of other people, but I think it is one of the most important steps, if not the most important. Now, your mindset is everything. Before starting any business, you need to be in the right place and have a burn the boat mentality, which means that we aren't going on this venture to just get scared and turn around. We're in it for the long haul and we're going to make it work. There's no such thing as failure, just win or learn. Another thing that needs to be in the right spot is your energy. Energy is needed to do literally anything in life. So making sure that we're optimizing to utilize our energy the best is extremely beneficial, especially when starting a print-on-demand store. Making sure that we're well rested, getting good sleep, moving our bodies, as well as eating good foods is going to help us get into the right mindset to be doing this in the first place. The last thing that you need to get right is focus. Focus is essential. Your brain can easily get overwhelmed when it comes to starting a print-on-demand store or really any business for that matter. From branding to niches to designs to the website to financials, etc. It doesn't take much for your head to go in 15 different directions, and then instead of getting that one thing done, we don't get anything done at all. So you need to start using some strategies that can help you get your head in the right place and actually focus on getting things done. And this can happen even if you only have 1 or 2 hours a day to dedicate to this. Now, the next thing that I would do if I were starting from scratch would be really deep diving into research and branding. Now, this step is either quickly glanced over or people just get hung up here and don't make a decision at all. I would look at things that I personally am passionate about and know a lot about, because it's easier to build a brand and to connect with a community that you're actually a part of. So if I were starting over, I would think of 3 potential niches, and then I would go to Etsy, Amazon, Pinterest, and Google and see what's already out there in those niches. This step in starting from scratch is not to steal or copy, but to give us proof of concept. Things that we can think about are, if there's already stores in this niche, do they have good reviews and ratings on their products? Does it seem like there's enough traction in this niche for us to even be successful in it? These are all the kind of questions that I would be looking for and finding answers to. Once I see which niche seems better, I then start coming up with at least 50 designs and ideas that I can use in the next step, which is finding a product. So what are we going to sell and who are we going to sell or print with? Now, if you've been following my channel, then you know that I personally have been selling t-shirts for the past 4 years. And why? Because they're easy to sell, everyone wears them, and they have a decent margin on them. And don't get me wrong, they do well in Facebook ads, which is important later in this video. So I would just stick with the t-shirt route. I wouldn't, rock the boat. Now, as far as printers go, this is a great place to talk about Printify. Printify has been helping to fulfill my print-on-demand orders since 2020, when I was first getting started, and offers a ton of benefits that make them the ultimate choice for your print-on-demand needs. Printify is trusted by over 8 million sellers around the world and offers a vast network of high-quality print providers worldwide, ensuring that your designs are transformed into top-notch products with exceptional detail. Their platform is incredibly user-friendly, allowing you to easily integrate with any e-commerce platforms like Shopify and Etsy. This seamless integration means that you can start selling your custom products with minimal effort. Simply create custom products, sell on your terms, and Printify handles the fulfillment. Printify also offers the most competitive pricing, beating out both Printful and Gelato. This allows you to provide great value to your customers while allowing you to maximize your profit margins. Printify's extensive range of products, from t-shirts and hoodies to home decor and accessories, means that you can diversify your product line without needing to manage any inventory. With Printify handling the production, fulfillment, and shipping, you can focus on the things that truly matter, like growing your brand and engaging with your customers, knowing that your products are in expert hands. So if you're ready to take the plunge into print on demand with Printify, just click the link in the description below or go to itsmegheckman.com/Printify to sign up and get 1 month free of Printify Premium. Ultimately, because they will give me the best bang for my buck. If I were starting over from scratch, I would absolutely be using Printify again, as I have been since 2020. And honestly, I've tried other print providers, but none of them have stacked up to what Printify has offered. Printify by far has the best pricing. They have speedy shipping times as well as incredible customer service. So starting over, I would absolutely use them again. So now that we know what we're printing and who we're printing with, it's time to decide which platform we would be using to sell our goods. And honestly, if I were starting over again, I would use Shopify again over Etsy. And there's a few reasons for this. And the first thing would be that I want to build an asset that I own, and Shopify allows me to do that. I have the freedom to personalize and match my brand with the voice that I want my brand to have. I have full control over the destiny of my store without needing to compete with others selling the exact same thing on Etsy. Now, don't get me wrong, the idea of Etsy sounds amazing. They pretty much do all the hard work for you, but you run the risk of them shutting down your store and giving you no reason for shutting down your store. And if that happens to your business, it just disappears overnight, where you really don't run that risk with Shopify. So starting over, I would sell on Shopify again because it just makes sense. Yes, it's more work, but I honestly think it's worth it, especially since you can then build this brand and sell your store at some point if that interests you. Now, the next thing that we need to talk about is traffic. What kind of traffic would I be sending to my Shopify store? Would I want to focus on TikTok? Would I want to focus on Facebook ads? What kind of strategy would I have? So the thing about traffic is no one's going to find your Shopify store if you aren't driving traffic. Now, this traffic can be organic and free if you're savvy with social media. Unfortunately, I am not. So I choose to pay for my traffic, like using Facebook and Google ads to do the hard work. Now, I'm sure there are some people who are sitting there that have maybe tried Facebook ads before and they couldn't get them to work. They've just chucked up their hands and go, Facebook ads didn't work for me, so no way would they work for me again. That's just wrong. You absolutely can make Facebook ads or any kind of advertising platform work for you if you actually learn how they work. And if you don't believe me, I've actually used this blueprint over 8 times now and have been able to get brand new Shopify stores from $0 to $1 million in revenue in the first year of operating them. It's not outdated. You can absolutely still sell t-shirts, drive traffic to your Shopify store using Facebook ads. If I were starting over again, I would absolutely be doing the exact same thing that I've done before. The next thing that I would do if I were starting over from scratch, having already set up my products, my Shopify store, driving traffic, the next thing I would do would be setting up email marketing. Utilizing email marketing is an absolute game changer that honestly Etsy can't keep up with. By setting up flows and sending sales campaigns, you can cheaply add another 20% or even more revenue to your store. Now, if I were starting over, I would get my email account with Klaviyo up and running as soon as possible. That way I can build my flows and run campaigns so that I can build a customer list and get people to come back and shop at my store time and time again. Now, after the emails are all set up, the next thing that I would do, I would create systems that make running a print-on-demand store easy and effortless. There are so many things out there that can be hired out for once making money and even automatically run with the help of AI. After I learned how to do the different steps of the business, I would then look to setting up systems to get my time back. Because honestly, what we truly want when starting a business is making real money with a few hours of work each week. So I would be setting up systems that I can use to hire employees or set up AI to be running and doing the hard work in the background and allowing me to have my time back. And finally, if I were starting over from scratch, I would absolutely go through the entire 21-hour free course that me and my husband created to follow our scale strategy. Now, we go through absolutely everything in this course. We did not cut or keep anything out. We didn't gatekeep anything. We showed you step by step how to set up your Shopify store, how to set up Facebook ads, how to run Facebook ads. We have a community of people who are there learning step by step along the way, and they're already having some amazing outcomes. So if I were starting over from scratch, I would absolutely be utilizing that free 21-hour course, joining our school community, and just getting out there and getting started. So if you enjoyed this video and are looking for more information like this, comment and subscribe to my channel so that I can continue making videos like this. Thanks.